Read a little bit of it. Hello, YouTubers. I was in the World Trade Center attack. Right before it, I left New York right before it. I was right next to the World Trade Center attack that morning, and I was in the court next to it. And I was there the night before. And I recorded interstates, not trying to, interstates and internationally. Also hyper international. For example, the same method /s that use the people and the countries involved, their syntax name, the uses of their names, including America's, as our own people. The news attached me to fake conversations about the World Trade Center attack. Imagine that. And the Wethersfield police. They attached me to fake conversations with them at the police station when I was a kid. Fake ties to them weren't at all. Fake conversations with them wasn't at all. The kids who did go down there, a whole bunch of ways recorded. They gave affidavits. They were forced, tricked, or persuaded to pretend fake things. These are people increasingly with the corrections offices and the judicial offices and all ages and natures of campuses, including concentrated at medical campuses and fire campuses. They run into hide live regressions, where there's a phenomenon where they're just putting fake audio and video and they're pretending such through mail. All kinds of natures of organized crime with all sides of criminal and civil cases in the interbranch, and they're going to speak about crimes anyway. They have predicate acts for facts methods, forging names, switching names, fabricating transcripts, collusions, and news at the same time to shut out anything real. In other words, whole careers that kept criminally foreign influence. And they brought up these names in the fake conversations too. They pretend that people say that everyone's evil. A whole bunch of people came forward to have what's discerned, what our founders actually left declassified, what James Madison did. They have James Madison's plan, where there's the only correct answer, like what caused the Declaration of Independence, what caused the Constitutional Convention. It's still replaced. They had there was laws in place. There were overt criminal enterprises, private ones. No one had free speech, and everyone had to pretend other. That was what was forced by that. At the same time, the difference of guilt was hid behind and through by that which had slavery entrenched distinctly northern colonies and southern colonies, even slavery. And then America's founders were born. And we don't know their names plural. They left declassified for us to understand the importance of why and how. They only had the security of leaving James Madison's name as the only founder we know the name of. And he didn't have free speech while he was a president / chief. We're supposed to address that. He wanted nothing to do with slavery. There was even roles with slavery interest. So what kind of a nature of unity, what kind of a nature of independence could speak for names A through Z, or any one of them, or any grouping of them, all through an as systems tactile terrier, from the one that generates totally different individual species bodies, and each one of them made up of a whole bunch of individual bodies. So we could discern that which is generating all group differences or demonstrating to us when we have used systems other than its own, are using them, and even the moment we will be using systems other than it shows us. But we can't afford to have what nature shows us discerned anymore. How are you doing, Mike? Some live guitar music. Let me see if there's a better sound. Thank you, Mike. Let me see. This one needs an acoustic guitar. Well, thank you. Thank you. Have a great night.